she was close to keeping that in, but
Nice
it's called out
hustle,
of bounds.
but yes.
So it'll be Sun Prairie ball. Nope. Yep, you got to bring the ball in. So number 13, Tatum Stovall will inbound the ball. So a little confusion on this inbound. We got to get them set up. Tatum Stovall should be 1 meter in. Well, it didn't quite work that way, but whatever. Let's just get the game going. All right, all kinds of defensive pressure. Tatum bringing it upfield. Splits them all, goes around.
Yep.
Morgan will get called for a foul. Tatum picks up the ball, keeps going. Oh, intercepted by Alexa Bartles. Heads upfield. She's looking at the center. Charlotte's there. Yep, Charlotte steps up. Oh, goes over to Hazel. She's got plenty of choices. Hazel cuts left. Looking. I was expecting her to cut back right because that's what most players do, but Hazel is left-handed, so she wanted to go left. All right, Morgan Farrar looking up top.
One of the few lefties.
Sarah Lisowski. Oh, there it goes again. All right, Sarah's got a handle on it now. Look around.
Get reset on that offense.
Looking around. Go down low to Alexa. Looks like they're setting something up. They're all kind of lining up. Spreading out. Goes up to the wing to Rebecca. We'll kind of weave with Morgan, Rebecca. Ball comes loose. Loose ball. Who's going to end up with it? Rebecca's got it. Pass into Hazel. Takes a shot. Ball goes out of bounds. Oregon closest, so they'll retain possession. Charlotte inbounding it. Charlotte Hendrickson looking around. Swings it out to, I think that's Alexa. Number 13 on defense, Tatum Stovall. Always seems to be Tatum when I call it. Alexa drives around, scores. Nice job by Alexa. 4-0.
Panther Sports is made possible with financial support from our generous sponsors, the Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Area Cares Community Coalition, Parenting Teens is Hard. We're here to help. OregonAreaCares.org.
All right, Alexa Bartles and Hazel Rothering coming off the field to get a break. Looks like we've got around the midi circle for the Panthers now. We've got Sarah Lisowski. We've got probably
Becca's still taking the draw.
Becca's taking the draw.
And 30.
And Autumn Coots in the game.
Okay.
On defense, I see 21, Livy Vondra. I see 17, Abby McGinty. 15, Ellie Huss. And 19, Riley Brown. All right, Sun Prairie with possession. Has it up high. Henberg up about the 12, looking around. Tries to get a pass in. Livy Vonder knocks it down. Sun Prairie comes up with the ball. Number 10, nice job. Panther defense again, knocks down that attempted pass. Nice hustle by Della O'Malley. Getting the loose ball. She gets fouled but keeps going. Looking. You've got Charlotte coming middle. Get wide, Charlotte. Give her a lane. Nice job, Della. She's got Charlotte wide open. Whistle. We'll see what was called. It was in the 8. So it looks like she's lining up for an 8-meter free. Nice job by Della.
Yeah, that was...
Way to get possession and
keep
take
possession
charge.
while that.
Yeah,
she had that.
Take charge and just take it downfield.
Nice job on the ref keeping that a safe play.
All right, Della charging in, gets close. Ball gets popped out. Morgan Farrar scoops it up. Looks like it ended up in the goal circle. Yep. Goalie has it. Cam Smith looking to clear the ball. Oh, instead it goes to Riley Brown. Riley Brown charges in, takes a shot, goes high. I think that was a goal. That is a goal. Riley Brown, nice job. Nice awareness on Riley's part. You could see as soon as she intercepted that ball, she looked around because she's a defensive player to see that if she crossed the line onto the attack side, that no one was going to be, that we weren't going to be offside. So she made sure Mitty was back and then took it in. Nice job by Riley. .326 remaining in the quarter.
Got a few substitutions going on here.
See number 14, Madeline Meckles, taking a break for Sun Prairie. Who do we have on attack right now? We'll do for Oregon. We've got Elise, Della O'Malley, Morgan Farrar, and Charlotte Hendrickson. All right, ball did. Yep, I'll leave it to you.
Oh, nope, that's going to be a redraw. The ball did not go over the players' heads. I'll have to set that one up again.
All right, we'll have to start watching for Sun Prairie numbers now and start calling them out too. There we go, that was high enough. Oh, Henberg with the possession, almost popping loose. Sun Prairie going downfield with the ball. Turns around about the 12, goes back to number 10. Brooke Ayers. Circling around, taking her time, letting Sun Prairie set up their offense. Henberg gets the ball between the 12 and the 8, doesn't quite connect, but 31, I think that is. Nope, there's no 31 on the roster. 30. Sydney Swomia picks up the ball, goes in, attempts a pass. Ball's loose. Rebecca Gill comes up with it, skips it upfield for Sarah Lasowski, scoops it up. Nice job. Charging downfield, it's a race. Looks for Elise, doesn't quite connect. Ball, I think, stays in bounds.
Yes, it does.
So that goalie is stuck out there.
And the goalie is, once they're outside of the goal circle, they are free game. You can defend them.
Yep, so they could possibly check her. So she makes a long pass. Ellie Huss intercepts it.
Oh.
Ooh. No call. Sorry.
Yeah.
Shouldn't ref. All right, Ellie gets fouled. Ellie picks it up and goes. She's got a midi back. Rebecca Gill holding up her hand to let her know that she'll stay back. Nice job.
Pass.
She passes into Charlotte Hendrickson.
Yes.
Shoots and scores. Nice job.
Nice.
Goal by Charlotte Hendrickson, assist by Ellie Huss.
Nicely done, ladies. Ian.
Number 12, Charlotte Hendrickson.
Right. Other sponsors include the Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. Wisco Industries, a proud supporter of Panther sports, celebrating our 75th anniversary in 2024. Stoughton Health and your local pizza pit. And we welcome our scoreboard sponsor, Culvers of Oregon. Welcome to Delicious.
All right, and here we go with the draw. Ball goes up.
Oh.
Rebecca Gill scoops it up. Nice job. Self-draw, maybe. Gets it to Sarah, open, looking downfield. Goes around one defender. It's kind of an open lane. Slows down just above the 12. Looking around, passes it off to Della. Della goes down below to Charlotte. Finds Autumn. Autumn drives in, gets turned back, gets the ball up to Rebecca. Morgan Farrar sets a pick. Ooh. Rebecca Gill got a shot off, bounced off.
Just hit that.
Rebound is still bouncing around.
It's gonna be.
Got a whistle now.
Yep.
It's going to be Sun Prairie ball.
It's called an open check. Can't check another person's stick unless they have control of that ball. Ellie Huss comes up with that ball.
Yep, checks it out, scoops it up, runs downfield. Gets fouled. Well, Yep, wait for her. Oh, yeah, there you go. Looking to pass. She finds Charlotte again. Finds Sarah. Open shot. Nice job.
Nice pass and shot there.
Charlotte got pushed a little bit, got popped out, so she turned around and found Sarah there. Nice passing, Panthers. So that'll be a goal for Sarah Lasowski. Assist for Charlotte Hendrickson.
Number 14, Sarah Lasowski. With a beautiful assist from 11, Elise Schumann.
And there's another Panther goal on the Culver's scoreboard. Welcome to Delicious.
All right, you may have heard them call out Elise. I think it was Charlotte, but all right, we're setting up. So looks like
Number
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sun Prairie setting up with 6 defenders on the draw just to try and stop that Oregon attack. So that means they've only got 2 on attack right now.
Yep.
All right, Sun Prairie comes up with the ball. They're looking to balance out their positioning. Oof, long pass up high, connects to 24, Taylor Medina.
3 seconds left on that clock. There
And
we
that'll
go.
be the end of the quarter. For one quarter, we've got 7-0 Oregon.
If your organization would like to join our family of sponsors whose donations help make Panther sports possible, please visit our website for more information at ocamedia.com. So far we've got a
Been pretty one-sided, yeah. The ball's been in Oregon's had possession most of the time. But
again, Oregon's hitting those passes into the inside, similar to what we saw against the Wanakee game. Good give and go, or not give and go, but good.
yeah, it's the last couple of games. Oregon has been playing very, very well. They're connecting their passes. They seem to have an offensive plan in mind. You know, they kind of do a good job of anticipating where each other's going to be. And it was such a big jump. Their first scrimmage and their first game or two was pretty rough. And then all of a sudden, they just, bam, they put it all together. In the last couple of games, they've been pretty dominating.
Yeah, it is nice to see them when they go and drive in and get stopped to be able to have that awareness and be able to just drop it off to someone else, whether it be someone that's going to shoot or someone that's going to be able to, pull it
Yep.
back out. It's
Exactly.
real nice
They don't
to
just
see
go
that.
back and kind of reset the offense and slowly restart things again. Charlotte got popped out, for example, on that last one, and she just immediately turned around and looked in front of the goal, and Sarah was there, and they connected. That's a nice job.
Well, and I mean, and Ellie had gone in, got stopped, popped
Yep.
out to Charlotte, who then went in, got stopped, who then popped out again.
Mm-hmm.
So it was almost like it was a continuous try, repeat,
Yep.
rinse, repeat cycle type of thing there. So it worked out really well, and they continue to do that well.
All right, 30 seconds left in the period break, in the quarter break. But yeah, no, Oregon has really been clicking the last couple of games. And so when, Sun Prairie are 0-2 so far, and they haven't had the best record the last couple of seasons, so maybe this was kind of anticipated coming in a little bit. But I mean, Oregon, they've been doing a great job. I mean, even the last game against Wanakee, that was very surprising. I mean, they've been very competitive teams the last couple of seasons. They've all been very close games, and last game wasn't. Oregon's just kind of clicking, so hopefully they can continue this and carry this through.
Yeah, and we've got several games coming up this week. We've got away games coming up for the remainder of the week.
Thursday is home, I think,
Is Thursday home?
against De Pere. We went up to I drove up to De Pere last year, so.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, that was the bus.
That was the bus.
That was the that was the parent team bus.
Okay. And then Saturday is
Saturday
that's soccer though.
Saturday is they've got two games. They're playing up in Kimberly, and I believe it is kind of a you know, the 3-4 teams are getting together and playing some games, and so Oregon will get to go up and play against some Fox Valley teams. The Kimberly, I
And
believe,
Wausau.
one of the Wausau teams, East or West, I don't remember
I think
which
it's
one.
United.
Okay, well, Wausau United team. I think there is only one Wausau team. And yeah, you're probably thinking to yourself, did he just call Wausau in the Fox Valley? But it still is a Fox Valley conference. They've got 8 teams in the 2 Fox Valley conferences, and they do have to go a little bit out of the Fox Valley in order to get those 8 teams. So Wausau is included in that.
Yes, the state conferences are the Milwaukee area, the Fox Valley area, and the Madison area, and then there are 2 random independent teams, and appropriately those are Superior and Hudson.
Yep. So they do a lot of traveling and play most of their games on the weekends. It's got to be a hard road to be a Hudson lacrosse player because they give up their weekends and they play 2, 3, 4 games in a weekend and lots of traveling.
But
got to
they
be
are a good team
Yes, they're very good, but that's got to be a difficult season.
for the parents
All
and
right.
the players.
Hazel Rothering wins the draw, self-draws, takes it downfield, around 1 defender. Got one in front of her. Number 11 stops her. 11. I don't have an 11 on the roster.
I don't know.
So ball goes up to Morgan Farrar. Alexa Bartles. Della O'Malley. Just circling around about 4 meters out from the 12. Della drives. Goes around 1. Shooting space called.
11 is actually what's listed as number 1 on the roster, who is Tegan Davis.
Okay. Gotcha. That's what. Yep, I see it now.
That's okay. That's what I'm here for.
So it's Della on the 8-meter free, right? I think so.
Yes, it is.
Goes in, kind of fakes, ball pops up behind her. She's able to turn around and scoop it
Oh.
up. A little bit of feet getting tangled up, so they'll call a trip. Incidental, but it still happened. Della gets set up for a free position. Swings the ball out to Alexa. Tries to go in. Side to Charlotte Hendrickson. Ball pops loose. Some checking going on. Ball comes all over. Charlotte comes up with the ball. Ooh, nice pass into traffic to Alexa. Ball pops back out to Charlotte. Hazel.
Some nice movement there.
Goes around to Elementer. Back to Hazel. They'll switch spots. Hazel looking for a place to drive. Instead goes down low to Rebecca Gill. Morgan Farrar looks like they've got something up. Something planned. They're just going out wide. They're doing a little weave out there.
The weave play.
Get them started. Start taking it in closer. Trying to mix up that man defense. Rebecca Gill drives in, has an open shot, shoots and scores.
This is a nicely executed play there.
Yeah, I was starting to wonder what they were doing with that, but it certainly worked. It messed up that man-to-man defense and freed up Rebecca Gill. So that will make it 8-0 now.
Number 23, Rebecca Gill.
And that's another Panther goal up on that Culver scoreboard. Welcome to Delicious.
So 9:48 left in the half. We're up to 8-0. All right, so on attack for Oregon, we've got Elementer. I see 11 on defense, so we decided that was Tegan Davis. I see Rebecca Gill on attack. Switch from midi to attack. I see Della O'Malley and Charlotte Hendrickson.
I see Haley Rollins, number 4 on defense.
Awesome. You can see those numbers better than I can. I'm trying to, the one standing next to Rebecca, I'm trying to pick out that's a single digit.
I see yeah, those
that a
numbers are
5?
very small on those front, unfortunately.
All right. We'll
see.
keep working on Sun Prairie.
Is that number 30? That would be Sydney Sponia.
All right, draw goes up, foul called. Morgan Farrar scoops it up, but what will the foul be? It's going to be Oregon ball. Going to get the ball to Alexa Bartles. Starts her free position. Goes, goes, goes. Number 4 comes up on defense, Haley Rollins. Passes off to Elementer. Tegan Davis on defense. To Hazel. To Morgan Farrar. Over to Della O'Malley. Taking their time, setting something up above the 12. Hazel looks to drive. Gets stopped by number 10, Brooke Ayers. Ella Minter looking around. Oh, oh, she heard a caller. Looked quick. A little bit late. She dumps it off to Della O'Malley up above the 12.
Number 13 is on Billy Farrar, who is Tatum Slovel.
All right, back to Rebecca Gill. Charlotte Hendrickson. Looking. Getting some defensive pressure. Wait for Rebecca to clear it out, and she'll probably go for a crease roll. Nope. Nice defense. Knocks down the pass. Ball goes wide. Ball is loose. Who's going to come up with it? Charlotte Hendrickson. Whistle. Going to be, not sure what the call is, but Glenn is pointing for Sun Prairie ball.
It might have been a cover.
Okay.
Right before she got that ball.
Other thing I was thinking, well, I was going to say goal circle violation because she was close, but Glenn's far away to call that. All right. So the attempt a long clear. Morgan Farrar comes up with the ball. Takes it up to the 12. Goes to Rebecca. Looking around. Let's trade places. No, you scoot down, Alexa. I want to circle around the 12. Set up something from behind. Oh, they're just jogging along. All right. We'll go back to Alexa. All right. Alexa looking for cutters. Someone make a cut. That's Hazel. Gets the ball. Oop. Drives. Gets off a shot. Gets her own rebound. Swings around to Della. Nope, Charlotte. Looking. Tries to pass into Alexa Bartles. It's contested. Ball pops out with a foul called. It's going to be Sun Prairie ball. All right, so gets checked immediately. That's 13. Tatum Stovall. Gets double teamed immediately. Pick set. Yep. Oh, that was unfortunate.
That was very
She tried to clear the ball to the goalie and lost track of it, and the ball went in. So it'll be a goal for Oregon.
That is unfortunate, but it does happen on occasion.
So I don't know the exact rules on that. The referees are talking now. But I believe if it ends up a goal for Oregon, that it would be the last Oregon player to touch the ball will get credit for the goal. Or maybe no one will. I don't know. But I think that's how they do it in soccer.
I am unsure of the rule book on this one.
Because, yeah, especially with lacrosse, you can't always go what the other sports do.
Lacrosse is unique in the way it does not go as all the other sports.
All right. And regardless, 9-0 Oregon, 6:26 left in the half. We've got Hazel Rothering on the draw. She's left-handed, so that's why she's on the same side as the Sun Prairie drawer. Oop. Guess the ball went high enough. Goes straight to Alexa Bartles. Driving in. Looking. Trying to find a cutter. Someone make a cut. Ball over to Charlotte. There we go. Nice cut by Morgan. Tries to pass to Della. Sun Prairie knocks it down.
Oh.
A little bit of contact. An Oregon player went down, but it was kind of incidental. I'm not sure what. Yep, they're going to give it to Ella Minter, who got fouled. They're putting player 4 behind. So this is a. Is this an indirect?
Yes,
She's
it
on the
is.
12? Yep.
Yeah,
So
she
she's
was
gotta
just
pass
outside
it,
of
and
the.
there she goes to Rebecca.
Yep, she was just outside of the CSA.
Rebecca drives, threads through a couple defenders, shoots and scores.
Switches sides with her stick and.
Yep, well, she did a nice job. Yep, just like you said, she made her cut. She came in from the right side. When she cut over to the left side, switched and shot with her left hand. Nice job.
Yeah, because that goalie was anticipating that right-handed shot. So
So Rebecca was patient, waited another step or two, crossed to the left after the goalie lunged, shot up in the upper right corner with her left. Nice skill display by Rebecca Gill.
discipline as well.
Makes it 10-0 Oregon. 5:08 remaining.
Did you know that OCA Media covers hundreds of events each year right here in Oregon? Oregon Community Access. Community is our middle name.
All right, we're up to 10-0, so we do have a running clock right now.
In the high school game, once you get to that 10-goal differential, you do go to a running clock.
All right.
Got some movement on the line there. So when they set up that draw, what they're looking for is those sticks to be parallel with the ground and for them not to move until the whistle is blown.
Oregon wins the draw. Alexa Bartles comes up with possession, passes off to Hazel Rothering, looks to drive, gets second player comes up to help from Sun Prairie, so they push her back. All right. Alexa Bartles now out on the 12. Down low. Goes behind the goal. Rebecca Gill. Is that back to Hazel? I think so. Wide roll around. Be a foul. Glenn pulled out the flag because he was going to call it a held foul since Hazel was driving. But once Hazel popped back out rather than continuing her drive toward the goal, he whistled it. Because that completed her goal attempt. So she gets an 8-meter free position, shoots and scores. 11-0.
Nice job by the freshman.
Yep, very nice by Hazel. All right, let's see if we can pick up some numbers as they're coming back. See, the problem is we've always had them, half of them in profile.
So we've got number 24
see
on
their size.
defense for Sun Prairie.
24 is Taylor Medina.
All right, we've got number 4 on the circle, I believe, for Sun Prairie.
Haley Rollins.
We've got number
That's
12.
Yep.
And we've got number...
Maya Henberger.
And I believe we've got number 11 taking the draw. No, that's not. That would be Tegan, but
Yep, Tegan Davis, but
I'm not exactly sure that was her, but I may have gotten that number incorrect. I apologize if I did. No, it was not 11.
that's
It's
10.
10.
Brooke Ayers. Morgan Farrar moves up to play some midi for Oregon. There we go.
Remember, those ladies aren't allowed to pass those restraining lines until possession is called. That's why they're just sitting there waiting.
Hazel wins possession, drives the ball downfield. A couple defenders come up to try to stop. Number 25, Lucy Hamill. Hazel going all the way around the back. Post defense comes up to stop her. She passes it out to Morgan Farrar, drives in, shoots high. It's a nice save by Cam Smith.
Nice job by that Sun Prairie goalie.
All right, looking to clear. Oregon playing smothering defense again, causes Cam Smith to walk out of the goal circle.
Motioning her teammates to go
Yeah.
further down.
Go downfield. I don't want to pass the ball back to you.
I
Looking
can
for a
launch
long
it,
clear.
so,
25 is clear downfield. Oh, she finds number 10, Henberg.
Oh.
A little bit of contact. No call. Number 25 has the ball. I just said 25. Lucy Hamill driving around the right. Riley Brown on defense. Whistle.
Uh-oh.
Hamill keeps going. We'll take the ball around the back.
Yep, pick her up.
Ellie Huss
Nice
on
job.
the post defense. Forces a pass out top to 24. Taylor Medina. Ball
20.
comes loose. Livy Vonder comes up with it.
Okay, she's got a...
Evie McGinty's trying to get her attention. Nope, now she's covered. Now she's down to 1. Goes around a little bit. Sphere violation called. Defender got her cross too close to Livy's head. All right, now she's able to find someone I think that's Alexa Bartles just by the way she got that and is running downfield.
Oh.
Yep, 24 Alexa Bartles. That was a crazy amount of contact. Alexa still has the ball, finds Charlotte Hendrickson. Shooting space called as she is passing, though.
Could still have a shooting space on a pass, but yeah, because I
Yep.
mean she passed
Well,
her right to
certainly.
to the goal.
She
So
had the option to shoot as well.
yep,
They going to get this off before the...
we'll
Yeah,
see.
they should. 10 seconds remaining.
She's got just enough
7,
time to.
6. There we go. Drives in, shoots, ball goes in. Alexa Bartles makes it 12-0, and that'll be the end of the half.
That is. All right. We'll be right back at the start of the second half with Panthers Lacrosse, only on OCA Media, your home for Panthers sports. Welcome back to the second half of tonight's matchup between the Oregon Panthers and Sun Prairie United on OCA Media, your home for Panther sports. Well, so far this game has been,
Pretty one-sided.
yes, that's a good way to put it.
Yep, Oregon Panthers are up 12-0 over Sun Prairie. Yeah, Oregon's played really well. Sun Prairie has been kind of rebuilding the last couple of years, but
Yes. I don't even think they had a JV team last year, and I know that they do have a JV team this year, so it's good to see that their numbers are going up. Hopefully with the with WIAA adopting the sport, that all the numbers for lacrosse will be up as these girls have more opportunities to play the sport, as it is no longer a club sport. So cost will not be prohibitive. Transportation isn't prohibitive anymore. So hopefully that does allow for some of these girls who didn't have that opportunity before that would like to play, will now be able to play.
and it is kind of good timing too, also because COVID did hit this sport pretty hard because we were down for a season or two that we weren't at full go. We lost a lot of players that just could have been lacrosse players, chose not to because of what was going on in the world. And
I think a lot of team sports lost players, but I mean, lacrosse is one of those that was only club, so it really did take a big
it was
hit.
one of those newer building sports,
Yeah.
so it did take a hit. Like you said, a lot of teams only had a varsity program, didn't have JV. A lot of youth programs got
Eliminated.
eliminated completely. So, I mean, there are always a couple of programs that have more players than they know what to do with. But Sun Prairie's been hurting. A program as strong as Verona, even here, once in a while has trouble, fielding some JV and youth teams. So, it's difficult. So I'm saying the WIAA came in good timing. Hopefully that can help build the sport up and reestablish those programs that have been struggling a little bit more. All right, players are taking the field. Clock is reset to 12. 12-0 Oregon. Let's go through what we've got. Looks like the starting defense is back out for Oregon. I'd say 19 Riley Brown, 15 Ellie Huss, 21 Livy Vondra, and 17 Evie McGinty. I say Rebecca Gill ready to take the draw. Sarah Lisowski around the midi circle. And who is that last one? You got a number on?
I don't know who
I don't quite have the angle either. We'll come back.
All right.
Maybe that's Elise, number 11. Oh, she just turned. Yep, that is Elise. I'm blanking on the last name right now, but I know 11 is Elise.
Okay.
33 is Morgan Farrar. 31, Autumn Coots. 20, that's Hazel Rothering, and Charlotte Hendrickson. Hazel's 27 or 29. 29. All right, and here we go. Getting ready for the draw.
You watch her put that ball in between the heads of the two sticks. They've got to stay there and not move until that whistle is blown. Then they
There we go.
force it up with those sticks in between, and that's what causes that ball to go flying upward.
Becca Gill gets possession.
Oh.
Nice job by Sun Prairie. Intercepts the pass.
Very nice.
Runs downfield. Looking for a cutter, number 25. Nice job by Sarah Lisowski knocking down that pass. Elise picks it up. Ball pops loose. Riley Brown chucks it up forward a little bit. Some contact. We got a whistle. Who's that? Could be on anybody. Which way are they going to call it? Both the refs kind of looking at each other like there was a lot going on.
Oh, there's going to be a yellow.
Ooh. All right, yellow card. So, I did not.
It's going to be on Morgan Farrar, it looks like.
Okay. I don't know if.
Nope, maybe not. I'm very confused as to what just happened. Okay, there were dual fouls, so it was an alternative possession. So, okay.
Okay, and that's a good way to go when there's a lot going on. So,
It looks like the female ref as well as the male ref both called a foul. One called it on Oregon, one called it on Sun Prairie. The fouls then kind of half offset each other, but what happens is it goes to alternative possession.
so was there a yellow on it?
There was not.
Okay.
I just thought she was going to pull out a
Oh,
yellow.
I thought she did hold up a yellow
She
card.
did not.
Okay.
there's no one over on the side of the field, so no, it did not happen. I don't know if she was going to because she thought Glenn was going to.
All right, regardless, Sun Prairie has the ball. Haley Rowland back behind the goal. Ellie Huss applying pressure. Ball comes loose. Ellie boxes her out, scoops it up. Nice defense by Ellie Huss. Passes the ball up, clears it out to Elise. Ooh, yep. Keep going, Elise. Elise keeps going. Drives. Look at, oh, she's about to go to Charlotte, but Charlotte turned her head. Goes out to the side to Hazel. Hazel cutting across. Shoots and scores. Hazel is deadly coming across like that when she can utilize her left side.
Yes.
So I believe that'll be an assist for Elise and a goal for Hazel. Make it 13-0. All right, let's see if we can get some of these Sun Prairie players as they're coming up. I see number 13. We've said her before, Tatum Stovall.
I see number 5. I see number 24.
5 is Lucia Mueller. 24, Taylor Medina.
I see number 30. I see number 22.
Sydney Swomia. Cam Smith.
I see number 13.
Okay, no, I stopped there when I said Cam Smith. Timeout Sun Prairie, because Cam Smith was the goalie in the first half. So that means there's someone a new goalie, and there is. We did not notice that.
That is number 1.
Number 1 in the goalie. And we'll have to...
We're going to have to figure that out on our little roster here.
Well, I'll have to go back to my roster because I got the full thing. Flip it around. That's Tegan Davis.
Oh, so she's
Tegan
11
Davis
on the
and
field?
Kim Smith switched.
Oh, okay. Don't miss another Panther sports broadcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel today. Join our growing YouTube subscribers who enjoy hundreds of local events we stream for you every year. OCA Media local, original, informative, and entertaining programming. Subscribe to the YouTube channel so you don't miss another Panther sports exclusive.
All right.
Sun Prairie took that timeout?
Sun Prairie did, yep.
Yep, okay.
All right.
So we're going to talk about the little lines on the field there in front of the goal. So we've got the goal circle that goes right around there. So no one can go in that goal circle, otherwise it's called a crease violation. Only the goalie is allowed in the goal circle. Outside that, you kind of have the first set of lines that kind of makes an arc right above it. And that's going to be your 8 meter. And that's considered your critical scoring area. So any violations in that are going to result in a 8 meter free shot. So you can directly score on goal from those. Then you've got the next set of lines out in that arc, which is called your 12 meter arc. Between the 8 meter and the 12 meter, if you have a violation, you get what's called an indirect shot. And sometimes you'll hear Andy refer to that as clearing a lane. So they'd still have to clear a lane to the goal even though they can't take a direct shot.
I always wonder about that. Do you have an explanation for that?
Well, you want the goalie to still be able to see.
Oh, it's for the goalie, not for the player with possession. That makes more sense. Because I've always wondered, they give the player the ball on the 12, they clear a lane to the goal, like, you've got free.
Nope.
You're free to go charge in and score. But then the rule is you have to pass before you can score.
But the goalie's got to be able to see. Otherwise, they would set something up, essentially blocking that goalie's view, and then you would pass it off real slyly, and yeah, it would be kind of a trick play, essentially.
Okay. So I see number 4, number 24 on defense, number 10. So 4 is Haley Rowlands, 24 is Taylor Medina.
Number 30.
Number 30, Sydney Swomia.
5.
5 is Lucia Mueller.
Okay. I'm just shouting out what I can see.
Yep. All right. Sun Prairie wins possession, takes the ball downfield, switches it to her left to get it down there. Number 10, Brooke Ayers. Elise on defense. right, they switch up players. Sarah Lisowski comes up to put on the defensive pressure. Elise goes find someone else. Whistle.
Got an offsides call.
Offsides on Oregon? Because I only see three? Yep.
Yep.
So Rebecca comes back. No, that's Hazel. So Hazel comes back. All right. So now that they've got that sorted out, Oregon has the correct number of players below the restraining line. Nice pass down low. Looks to roll around the crease. Oh, smothering defense by Evie McGinty. That was awesome. Sam Siggett ends up with the ball.
Nice.
She got the ball, looked like she wanted to do a crease roll, and Evie was all over her. She had nowhere to go. Oh, Sam Siggett will stand outside the goal circle. So she got the ball checked. Ball comes loose. Sun Prairie comes up with the ball. Oregon does a nice job to recover. Foul called. Yeah, he called it, Sarah. I kind of agreed, but we're a long ways from there. All right, so, yeah.
Was that a yellow?
Nope.
Or is she just subbing out? Nope, it was called a yellow.
A yellow.
It must have been to the head.
Okay. Missed it. I didn't see her coming off the field. So 8-meter free position for number 3, Sydney Swomia.
I believe it's Sun Prairie's first 8-meter.
Waiting for everybody to get set.
The clock should be running.
That was weird. The ball kind of popped out. I didn't see her shoot, but I think it just kind of popped out. So everyone's swarming for the ball. Oregon managed to kick the ball into the goal circle so Sam Siggett can get it. She clears it up to Evie McGinty. Ball pops loose again. There's a scrum for the ball. And Sarah Lisowski manages to get the ball. Ball upfield.
Oh.
Who's got it?
Oh,
Elise,
oh.
Oop, yep, I believe that'll be a yellow coming. Nope.
Nope.
No.
Must not have hit the head. It did look that way to me as well.
All right. So they got going again, and before I know it and have a chance to catch up, a goal is scored.
I did not see
Makes
it
it
either.
14-0. We'll wait for the announcer to see who scored the goal.
Number 33, Morgan Farrar.
All right.
There we go.
The junior Morgan Farrar.
All right. Tatum Stovall around the midi circle, number 12. Taking the draw, Maya Henberger.
So any contact to the head is an automatic yellow card in girls lacrosse. So that's why you see the Oregon player is out in the penalty box currently. Whether it is incidental or...
Yep, it's just a safety thing.
Yep.
So it doesn't matter. It can be completely incidental. All right. Oregon ball. Not sure what the call was.
I think someone moved too soon.
Okay.
So
Rebecca Gill tries to pass to Sarah. Ball knocked down. We've got a whistle on. Sun Prairie has the ball.
oh,
Now it's
no.
down on the ground again.
That was a cover. Oh, but wrong person got called for that, in my opinion. Sorry.
That's okay.
Can't.
All right. Loose ball again. And far side. Is that Riley Brown? I thought it's on 19. Passes it off to Morgan Farrar. Oof.
Oh.
That'll be an interesting call because the defensive player is kind of set, but she kind of put her arms forward into it. So I believe it'll go on the defense.
Yep. Nope, it went on offense.
Went on offense. I was going to say, it was close, you know.
You have to maintain a safe position.
I was compared to basketball, yeah. If the defensive player is set, you can't just run them over. All right, long, clear attempt down. Sun Prairie comes up with it. Number 25, Lucy Hamill, to 4. Haley Rollins. Looking around, looking around.
Be careful with that.
Tried to go around Elise. Elise applying the defensive pressure. Pick comes up on Elise's left. Decides not to use it. Tries to split a couple defenders.
Not sure what was called, but
Sphere violation called. Yeah, I don't know. She tried to split, and I thought that also could have been an offensive foul.
I mean, and when you're down there, it's very hard to call things, and you see things and you just call it. I maybe would have said across the body. Maybe might have been more appropriate with 3 people right there.
But number 4, Haley Rollins, gets an 8-meter free position.
But it did seem a little like the offensive players should not have been going through 3 people.
And goal for Haley Rollins. Puts Sun Prairie on the board, 14-1. But it's just like any sport. You know, I compare it to basketball because most people know about basketball. Is it an offensive foul, defensive foul? It depends on position. It depends on, you know, different refs call it different. It's a close thing. So what we had there was Haley Rollins attempted to split a couple of Oregon players. It was questionable whether or not, you know, she had the space to do that.
Exactly.
But a sphere was called, so one of the Oregon players must have gotten her cross up near Haley's head.
And there's also, I mean, at this point, it is also a 14-1 game.
Yep.
So.
I didn't see it, but it looks like we had a timeout called. Must have been by Oregon.
I would assume so, yes.
So 2:36 remaining in the third period. It's 14-1 Oregon.
OCA Media reaches thousands of viewers each year. Won't you consider joining our family of business sponsors whose financial support helps makes this broadcast possible? Speaking of our financial support from our generous sponsors, those include the Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. Oregon Area Cares Community Coalition. They have way too many things in their name. But parenting teens is hard, and they're here to help. OregonAreaCares.org. And our scoreboard sponsor, who has had there's a lot of goals on that scoreboard currently. Culver's of Oregon. Welcome to Delicious.
All right. Yeah, you explained the goal circle and the 8-meter and the 12-meter arc. In the center, we just had a goal scored, so we're going to have a draw. And you've started explaining the draw a little bit, but what happens, we've got the 2 draw takers are going to come out. You correct me. I'll see how I do.
All righty here.
All right. The referee is going to line them up. They typically are on opposite sides of the line, but if Hazel's left-handed, she'll be on the same side as the right-handed Sun Prairie player. But what they need is the back of each player's cross goes toward their own goal that they're defending. And so the backs go against each other, and the ball goes in between. The sticks need to be parallel to the ground and parallel, like right along that center line.
Correct.
And the referee will put the ball in between them, and they need to hold still.
Correct.
And so when you see the referee go in, then they'll put the ball, they'll make sure the position just right, and they'll get it all set up, and then they'll slowly back up, and that's when they're not allowed to move. If someone moves during that time, they get called a foul, and the other player gets the ball. And then they whistle, and then they both push in and up. Or actually, they can probably pull back a little bit too. But the main motion is supposed to be up, right? So the ball goes up. And as long as the ball goes over their head, it's a live ball and they commence play.
Correct.
All right.
And once that ball is over their head, the 3 sets of individuals that are along the center circle can go after that ball. However, everyone else that is behind those restraining lines, which is about at the 30-yard line on the football field on both sides, they cannot enter into that middle area until possession is called or until the ball goes over those restraining lines. They can't go for the ball. They can't touch the ball at all. Their stick can't go over the line. They can't go over the line.
Alexa Bartos wins the possession, gives back to Sarah. Lisowski gets the ball back to Rebecca Gill. All right. They're not moving the ball up. Alexa, Riley, Sarah. They look like they're content just to take their time. Morgan Farrar getting some defensive pressure. Sun Prairie. Morgan kind of stops like, you want to push me, huh? Flips the ball back to Sarah. So, looks like they're just running some time off the clock. They're not looking to push the ball up. Riley Brown, Morgan Farrar. Back to Riley, over to Alexa. Alexa makes a little move, pops back. Looking. You've got Rebecca on the far side. That's where she goes. Sarah cutting across the middle. Almost goes there. Looks to go back. I think that's Alexa that far back.
Eventually they got to take it, though, or they're a bit too far in Sun Prairie's territory.
Oh, Elise. I'm sorry, not Elise. Evie evades some checks. Attempts to go to Livy. Ball comes loose. A little scrum. Livy Vonder comes out with the ball.
And they
Morgan Farrar.
do not want to take it across that half line. They also have the end of the quarter coming up here. About 30 seconds left in this quarter.
All right, Alexa takes the ball across the restraining line now. Looking. 16 seconds remaining. Walks it back. She's not getting defensive pressure. Looking around at Cutters. Oh, comes up, goes around. Foul called. She just runs it out for the quarter. So at the end of 3 quarters, Oregon 14, Sun Prairie 1.
OCA Media is your local community access television station. We broadcast local, entertaining, and informative programs on Charter and TDS cable. On-demand programs like Panther Sports on our YouTube channel. Check out our website for program guide and more information, www.ocamedia.com. I know that YouTube comes in handy for family that's not local, so spread the word, everybody.
Definitely.
Well, our families aren't local. We send out the links.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, grandparents.
That's also helpful. I mean, this is what we, if it's available, and if we're not able to travel to an away game, you know, like the Saturday coming up to Kimberly, you know, if it's live streamed by someone, we will probably watch it. So it's a service that is appreciated, you know, whenever it happens.
Yes, and we always like to tell the parents on the opposing team that that we have this available to them on OCA Media as well, so that they can tell the people back home that aren't available to travel, and they're always very appreciative. So thank you, OCA. All right, we got 1 quarter left in this game.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. You know, I'm kind of not hoping that it continues the way that the 3rd quarter ended, because that's, I don't know.
Doesn't make for a great game, but I understand why they, you know, it also doesn't make for a great game if the score goes up exponentially, but there's pros and cons to both. So I get.
Yeah.
There's
no.
Yeah, it's hard.
I'm not questioning what Coach Klein is doing. I'm just talking as a spectator.
Yeah. So
you know?
no, exactly.
Coach Klein can play it however he'd like. You know, but
and
it's a
he
lot
will.
more. It's a lot more fun to watch if they're playing. So you know, if you've got some people who don't normally get the opportunity to get out there, you know, it's a good chance to develop them. You know, take some of your defensive players and play them at mid-year attack. I know that. Especially during summer ball, our daughter has always been a defender defender, but she has improved her stick skills greatly when she goes and plays summer ball and gets the opportunity to play midi. You know, usually as a defender, you don't get quite the opportunity to handle the ball that much, so that has helped her quite a bit. So she's gone from
I
you
would
know,
watch what you say here because they do listen to the film.
no, I was just saying she has improved a lot on her clears. You know,
That
she
is very true.
She is so confident now that she gets the ball and she's in complete command, and a little bit of defensive pressure doesn't bother her. She can just take a step back and look for a passer or go around the defender. It's helped her immensely. So, you know, just player development. You know.
That is very true.
All right, so let's see. I see number 29 out there, Kalia Boyd. Out there on, which side is which? Out there on defense, I think she's walking up. Yep, she's walking over to the attack side now, I think.
I think we got
I see
26.
26, Elizabeth Waters.
23. 29. Oops, sorry.
29 is Kalia Boyd, yep. So those are two new attackers that I see. And they've got a
13.
third one, so they're playing 5 back on defense on the draw. Normally if you're completely balanced, it's 4 on each side. If you want to be a little bit more defensive on the draw, you can put 5 on defense and 3 on attack. And we've even seen some 2 and 6 lately because Oregon has been pretty tough off the draw.
And
Looks
we've
like
got
we're
a
making a little
substitution.
Well, let's count on the other side. Yes, there are 6. They had too many players out on the field. So they were attempting to go 3-6, and now they've got it back to 2-6.
Okay.
So, good job by the referees to notice that.
Well, it is part of their job to count the players before the draw happens.
Okay, well, I hadn't noticed it yet.
I'm just saying. They have a lot of responsibilities, and that is one of them.
They also don't let me be a varsity referee.
That is a good point. With practice, you might get that job.
All right, because of that foul, I believe Oregon gets to start with possession. So Rebecca Gill passing it around a little bit. Finds Alexa Bartles. Scoops the ball up. Looking around. Looking behind, not necessarily looking to advance. It looks like Oregon is trying to play a game of keep away in the middle. Ball comes loose. She tries to find Riley Brown, but ball goes bouncing down the field, but Riley's the only one there to scoop it up. Number 29, Kalia Boyd in pursuit. Over to Livy Vondra. Goes back to Ellie Huss. Looking around. Defensive pressure goes up. She looks at Alexa. Finds Charlotte down the middle. Charlotte back to Alexa. Oop, Sun Prairie. Nice play by Totem Stovall. Knocks it down. Ball comes loose. Number 25 for Sun Prairie comes up with the possession. Lucy Hamill. Ball
Ball's
loose
out
again. Sarah Lisowski driving down the field. 2 on each side. Foul on Sun Prairie. Can you go?
No.
All right. There
Nope.
we go. Oh, pushes the ball in, doesn't quite connect. Ball's loose. Morgan Farrar comes up with the loose ball.
Nope.
Ball checked out again. Alexa Bartles has the ball. Nice cutback. Looking. Got Rebecca Gill underneath. Nope. Alexa's going to keep it. Swing it up to Della O'Malley. Passes a little hot. Gets by. Sarah Lisowski gets a hard check. Waits for the defender to start walking back and goes. Smart move. Looking around.
I like how Oregon has that move. They do that a lot.
Wait just long enough. All right. Crease roll by Charlotte. Shoots and scores. Makes it 15-1.
I do, and if you notice when, I don't know if it was Alexa or Morgan had the ball and they lost a little bit of control and the ball came up to that restraining line. I don't know if it was Ellie or Evie who flicked it back over right about there and put it back into play. Because if they would have stepped over that line, it would have been offsides.
Okay.
It's similar to soccer that way. that there is offsides in lacrosse, so they can't go.
Okay.
I'm just.
Yep.
That's why they flicked it and didn't pick it up and run it over, just so the audience notices it, if they remember that.
All right, draw set up. Ball goes up. Sarah. And number 12, fighting for it. Ball pops loose. 12 is Maya Henberger.
Nice job
Alexa Bartels comes up with
by
the ball.
Alexa, because she lost her stick, picked it up, and then got the ball.
Morgan Farrar with possession now. But that move by Sarah that we were talking about. One of the parts of the game that the sport, I think, is trying to. Yep, some little bit of rough play going on. Sun Prairie has the ball, driving across the restraining line. Morgan Farrar probably called for a foul. She'll go 4 behind. So this 4 behind business and self-start is one of the most difficult parts of the game to define right now. And control and try and, Sun Prairie has the ball in front of the goal. Whistle stops play. We'll see who has it.
Something about
Livy Vondra
crease.
has the ball, gets it back to the goalie, Sam Siggett. Long clear up the far side. Is that Elementer? Yep, that self-start is what I've been starting to talk about. It's all right. Sun Prairie comes up with the ball. Long pass downfield, goes bouncing. First one to it is Riley. 2 Sun Prairie players right follow up behind. Sun Prairie comes out with it. Number 13, Tatum Stovall. Circles behind the goal. Looks like she's open for a crease roll. Isn't covered. Goes to shoot.
It wasn't what she called. There might have been a foul there, but I don't believe there was a horizontal.
So of an 8-meter free for Tatum Stovall.
Pulls it back out.
Check, ball comes loose. All sweeping at the ball. Tatum Stovall came with it. Rebecca Gill check, comes back out. Tatum Stovall comes up with it again, I think. Nope, still.
Still bouncing.
Sarah. Sun Prairie gets called for a push. I believe it was Sarah Lisowski will have the ball.
Careful. Did they call it? Did play start?
Well, that's
hard
all part of the problem that I've been, trying to talk about.
The self-start.
So, on a major foul like a push or something like that, what can happen is a foul is called, and the player that gets fouled gets the ball at the site of the foul, gets possession of the ball, and the player making the foul has to go 4 meters behind. For a long time, that's how they played it. But in order to do that, you have to stop play. And so what happens is defense, a lot of times, if you're on a fast break where it's 2-on-1, where you're down a player, they'll just go foul play. And in the process of setting up that foul, the defense has time to recover and come back and set up their defense. So a lot of defenses would kind of cheat and use that to their advantage.
Yeah.
So the idea to fix that was that they would allow the offensive players to self-start. And so what that means is if they get the ball and they get back to the site of the original foul, they're allowed to start and just go immediately. Regardless of whether the player's 4 meters behind yet, they can just kind of keep going. So that was the intention. However, that's kind of morphed into that offensive players get fouled and they no longer even stop. They don't even break stride. They just keep running. And all right, I see time called. There was some kind of foul.
Morgan's
A yellow card called.
Yep.
Called for a slash. So Oregon will be down 1 player for 2 minutes. It's 4:35 right now, so until 2:35, Sun Prairie will be 1 player up.
Okay. So in lacrosse, a slash is a check that doesn't have a recoil. However, most slashes that are called include a windup and go fully to the ground that are called as a yellow.
Okay, so it's a very aggressive, dangerous check.
Yes, but it's a check that doesn't have any. A check is supposed to have some type of a recoil with the stick, so you're supposed to hit and recoil. A slash has none.
Okay.
And and usually when a yellow is called, it is dangerous. It's a safety issue.
All right, and so we'll see what happens here. That was a push, a major foul. The Oregon player remains in position, so the referee signaled for the player to go back. And so what usually happens is the offensive player starts going immediately. So that's why you saw that defensive player who was supposed to go 4 meters behind just kind of stood there because she assumed the offensive player was just going to start running right away. So that's kind of where we are. It's kind of a confusing situation in this game right now, and I think each year they're trying to define it a little bit better to improve it, but it's still a work in progress right now.
Got a shooting space.
So Dello Amalio, nope, Sun Prairie has the ball.
Oh, it wasn't a shooting space.
All right.
I thought I saw
I
that.
think Della thought she had an 8-meter free too, but then was told to give the ball to Sun Prairie. All right. Ellie Huss with possession. Looking around. Finds Sarah Lisowski. Nice bounce pass. Working the ball up slowly up this near side. Goes around the one defender. Steps up. Finds player all alone. Elementer. Some contact. Nothing called. So Prairie ends up with the ball and clears it. Or gets it to the goalie. Goalie's looking to clear it now. Oregon playing the player-on-player defense. Livy Vonder goes up and intercepts the pass. Elementer with the ball. Drives through a couple of players around to the far side. Yeah, the game, it's like we see most games. We're getting towards the end of the game. Players get tired, stop playing with their legs, and start just swinging their sticks at each other. So I see both sides doing it. They're just getting tired.
And unfortunately, unlike boys lacrosse, girls do not wear helmets. Girls don't wear pads. They don't wear gloves. It can get very dangerous out there when they start just swinging sticks.
So the way to fix that is to not play dangerously like that. We're not making an argument for pads
No, we are
and
not.
helmets. Just that the players have to be disciplined and not do that, and the referees need to make the calls to keep the game safe. All right, Charlotte Hendrickson streaking up the field. See what happens. Looks for a pass into Morgan Ferrari. Shoots and scores. I don't know how that ball made it through that many players, but she found Morgan Ferrari. Nice pass and shoot. Assist, Charlotte Hendrickson. Goal, Morgan Ferrari. 16-1 Oregon. 1:40 or so remaining.
Number 33, Morgan Farrar with a hat trick.
Morgan has 3 on the day.
But
Yep, those girls are kind of slowly meandering back to the restraining lines here. But it has been a long game. Don't blame them for this.
all right, who do we see out there? I see 22 for Sun Prairie. Cam Smith playing defense.
I see 3 along this. Oh, lady.
All right.
Yeah, it's fine.
It didn't impact the
No,
game.
it didn't. I didn't know what was going on. I thought there was going to be 3 on the circle, so that would have been a little interesting.
Yeah.
But no, it did not impact
All right,
the game.
pass
It's totally
out.
fine.
It doesn't quite connect. Goalie scoops it up. Nice job by the goalie. 40 seconds remaining. Looking around. Oregon pressuring all the clear attempts. Tries a long one to Tatum Stovall. Morgan Ferrara on defense. Sarah Lisowski comes in and scoops it up. Runs downfield.
Those shoes are so easy to pick out.
All right, comes around the crease. Gets met. Pops back up to Hazel Rothering. Shoots and scores down low. Nice shot by Hazel.
That was a very nice shot.
Makes it 17-1, and I believe time will run out as we won't have time to get set for another one. So that'll be the final, 17-1 Oregon.
right. Thank you for watching OCA's media presentation of Panther Sports. Have a wonderful evening, and we will be back later this season.